And can you feel the energy in this arena after the starting lineups are just announced? It's a playoff atmosphere. We'll be back with it in just a moment. We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert is now a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. And he says that award is about making your team better. A lot of things you don't see in the stats. If you play good defense, most of the time you don't get a block because it doesn't reach that point. Don't even come inside. Guys, the lane is closed.
He is an intimidating factor for sure. David, thanks. You look at Dallas. They already find themselves, Greg, in a must-win situation. Dropping Game 1 was a shock to their players, the coaches, and certainly the fans.
Truth is, a few teams have come back for an 0-2 deficit at home. And yes, it is rare. Expect them, though, to come out tonight with purpose, with a fire in their bellies. They know they can't leave anything out there on the floor tonight.
I'm looking at you. You've got a fire in your belly, don't you?
Yes, I'm roaring and ready to go.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2-guard. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. And for Dallas, they've got Reggie Bullock. Powell is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Here's Mitchell. Conley with the 3. Sinks the triple.
And this is something Conley's worked on since entering the league. His ability to stretch the floor.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan. 6'10" at present. But standing 6'1", Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And, Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement.
2 shots.
I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
That one falls for Brunson. And both free throws good for Brunson. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, he wasn't a Burger Chain All-American or a one-and-done college star, but Donovan Mitchell's rapid emergence in the NBA has caught many by surprise.
You know, GA, the first rookie ever to lead a playoff team in scoring. He was handed the keys right away, but he's not satisfied. He still wants more.
The first free throw is good.
Donovan Mitchell, the combo guard, continues to impress. An all-star caliber talent with a tremendous drive.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Burks is checked in. And Mitchell drops them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Here's Finney Smith, guarded by O'Neal. Burke can't get it to go. First quarter, just over a minute played. Stolen by Brunson. Powell with it, now defended by Gobert. Gobert with the block.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
A minute 42 left here in the first quarter. And here's Bullock from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now here's Conley. Burke covering. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Conley. O'Neal kicks to Gobert. With some arc. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 5.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Finney Smith can't get it to go.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And it's good, 2 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 5. From deep. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game. They come into this game after losing on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the boards.
You know, you can't allow that many second chance opportunities and then get almost none yourself. Rarely that works out for you.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to Ntilikina. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
An average threat from beyond the arc. Ntilikina needs to keep working on that part of his game.
It's stolen. With 1 on the clock, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And the unselfishness of this Utah Jazz team, a big part of what they're all about, as we hear from All-Star Donovan Mitchell.
You got guys who are continuously making plays, and I think we thrive off of. And I think the best part about it is we don't really care who it is. I think that's what separates us from a lot of teams, and that's what's going to hopefully get us to that next step. I think that's the best thing about this team. It doesn't matter who it is. We're going to go out there and continue to find the open man and play the right way.
And Greg, the depth of the Jazz obviously helping with that equal opportunity approach.
And Kevin, that's a great point. You credit the mindset, but it's also their personnel that makes it possible.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim.
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Dallas, Travis Berton's out there with Marjanovic. And it's Green, and it's Dinwiddie in at the guard position.
I really like the rhythm Ntilikina plays with. Good at sensing when to shoot off the pass.
Alexander Walker passes to Whiteside. Here's Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. Pascal kicks to Clarkson. Another miss by Utah. Mavericks leading by 8. Outside, Green driving to the basket. Here's Ntilikina. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Utah has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The pass to Whiteside. The Jazz working the ball around now. To the inside. Bertans, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Bertans. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Frank Ntilikina. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first half. To the paint, here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage. He understands how to carve out room inside and finish.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
That's good by Mitchell.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Yep, that one goes in there.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Conley kicks to Bogdanovic. Conley against Dinwiddie. Now here's Conley, guarded closer. Gobert finds Mitchell. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Brunson, no good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. 9-point game. Good.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
From deep, Green. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists in the game. Mitchell wide open. And Utah again with the bucket.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, they came at you offensively, so what has to change for you defensively?
Well, a lot, obviously, with everybody on the floor. They're capable of doing this, but we're not. It's just too easy.
Got to tighten things up as we go along. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome in, everybody. Game 2, and it's looking pretty good right now for the Dallas Mavericks.
I like what they're doing offensively. Looking at their field goal percentage, they're moving the ball, getting great looks, and of course, they're knocking down shots. I mean, that's the point of the game, isn't it? Shaq, right? That's the point.
Obviously.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks. This is a critical game for them. If they drop the first 2 at home, their backs will be, as they say, right up against the wall, Kenny.
Yeah, they got to get this one, Ernie. You know, coming back from 2-0 down is tough enough. But with 3 of the next 5 games on the road, it's almost impossible.
You know, this is a series for them to take, guys, tonight. Simple as that. Might as well just stay home if they don't win this one.
A lot at stake for sure. All right, second half tip is coming right up. Let's get you back to the game.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but you know, the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season, and so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dream.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Donovan Mitchell is a force offensively, of course, but he knows there's room for work at the other end. He said, I feel the need to really get after it defensively and show that. I watch film on every person I'm guarding. Defense travels. Offense comes and goes. Guys, back to you.
He's never satisfied, and I love that about him, D.A. Thanks. Here now is Dinwiddie, following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Brunson kicks to Dinwiddie. Powell sets a screen for Dinwiddie. He dishes it to Powell. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 7th assist in the game. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter of the game. Mitchell dishes to Conley. Utah gets it back. Here's Gobert, banked in off the glass.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Reggie Bullock comes in for Green. And it's Ntilikina in for Jalen Brunson. The Jazz also changing it up. Eric Paschall, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Gay comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Now here's Dinwiddie. Up and in on the layup. Dinwiddie's got 5.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Connects from three-point range.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Powell with a screen on Mitchell. Dinwiddie. Gobert pulls it in. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clarkson on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Clarkson. Mavericks leading by 3. Now here's Dinwiddie. Here he goes. Count that one. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. It's Dallas. They're up by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. They've got Dwight Powell, Ntilikina out there with Reggie Bullock, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Clarkson. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Jazz trail by 5. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Bogdanovich.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Finney-Smith passes to Dinwiddie, and that one is good. Dinwiddie's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game. Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the 4th quarter.
Here's Dinwiddie. That misses off the backboard. Utah has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Powell with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
Whiteside light off his feet. Plus, he can block your shot with either hand.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Gobert, he's checked in for Whiteside. And the Mavericks with possession here. And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Burke comes in for Ntilikina. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dinwiddie. And Utah with a change here, too. Mitchell, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Gobert with the screen for Mitchell. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. O'Neal's checked in for Utah. There's 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Great to see Mitchell on a roll offensively, and you know his team is loving it too.
Pass to Bullock. Or kicks to Brunson. Out to the right wing. Bullock dishes to Burke. And the 3 off target. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. They trail by 3. Passes it to Mitchell. Jazz passing it around. Got it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Green comes in for Reggie Bullock. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Burke. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Green passes to Dinwiddie. And here's Brunson. Powell for 3. Buries it from outside.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
.12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Knocks down the 3.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstating it. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0 would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at one game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's series.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Spencer. Did you have a sense coming in that you needed to be more aggressive tonight?
Oh, no, it was just kind of like the way they were playing and just wanted to be aggressive, wanted to hopefully make the best play for the team, and, you know, was fortunate to hit some shots tonight. That's really it.
All right, man. I know you want to be humble, but you played a big part tonight. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K.